Now we're joined by Heineken Man of the Match, Drake Callender. If you have a question, please raise your hand.
So guys,
We'll get started with Franco Panizo. Let me show call. Go ahead, Franco.
Thanks, Rafa. Hey, Drake. A clean sheet for you guys on the road and a point is a good return. But obviously, given the way that the game played out, I'm sure there's some bittersweet feeling there as well because you guys could have also taken 3. How do you analyze this game and the result overall right now, 15, 20, 30 minutes after the match?
yeah, I mean, it was a hard-fought game. Draw 0-0 is a little short of what we're trying to achieve on the road here at Philly, but we're showing that we can compete with the top team in our conference, and I really think that we have a group that is willing to go the distance, and I think tonight we draw 0-0, but I think this is a good sign showing that we're headed in the right direction.
Next question, Michelle, then Chris Whittingham.
Drake, congratulations. You got man of the match, and I think it's your first clean sheet, right, as an MLS starter. Can you evaluate your performance? One of the things that Phil has talked about numerous times now is that you have a tendency to catch the ball and not just punch it out, and that's kind of rare in the modern game. Can you talk about that aspect of your game and just how you think you're performing right now with four starts?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I always try and do during the game is catch the ball because it really kills the play. Giving up a rebound gives the opponent a chance to possibly score again. It's tough with performances like this. Like, I don't think it was a perfect performance. There's still a lot of things that I need to work on, but I think I'm moving in the right direction in terms of getting experience, getting more comfortable with the ball, having confidence in myself when it comes to facing shots. So overall, content, but there's still a lot to work on.
Next question, Chris Whittingham, then Javier.
Thank you, Rafa. Thank you, Drake. I'd just be curious what your level of confidence is at this point. I'd imagine you've waited your turn. It's been more than 2 years of waiting your turn. Now you're having your chance. You're playing well. How is the confidence growing from game to game as you turn in good performance after good performance?
I lost you at the end there. You want to repeat the end part?
Yeah, sure. So how are you kind of going from strength to strength, continuing to maintain your confidence after a couple of good performances after you've waited your turn and now are getting your opportunity and it's going well?
Yeah, it's really just like the little things, showing up every single day. I know at this level there's going to be a lot of moments where you'll be able to show your skill, show your ability to make saves in the build-up. And I think this is my 4th start. Really just building momentum and just sticking to the grind, really. It's been 2 years, but I've treated every training session and every game as if it was my last. So I'm trying to really just help my team in any way that I can. If that means having performance like this, I'm willing to go the full 90 minutes plus extra time, to get a result that's going to help us with the rest of the season.
Next question, Javier, then back to Franco.
Hey, Drake, great game today. What's your relationship or your communication like with the rest of the defensive players? We've tended to have several subs every game, like today, Ulloa. Sometimes we have someone else on the left back. We've had center backs switch out. So what's your communication with all these changes? How do you communicate? How well do you guys communicate?
Yeah, well, being a goalkeeper, you really serve as like the anchor. Communication is one of the biggest aspects of being in this position. So it's just really focusing on guys being tuned into the play, being aware, whether that's from their body shape, whether that's when they need to step. And when we have different players in those positions, it's still following the plan that we set before the game. And also just having the grit, to be a defender. Because really, if we can stop the ball from going in the goal, then it's going to help us win games. So any way that I can help my team because I can see the field, I'm going to do my best to communicate. But at times it can be hard because it's loud in the game. It's fast paced. So any moment that we have or that I have to relay any information and anything that I'm seeing tactically, I'm going to do my best to help them out.
Last question, Franco.
Thanks again, Rafa. Drake, I know you're still at a very young stage in your career, just starting to get minutes with the first team. You've played some with Inter Miami 2, not what it's known as now. But I do want to ask, do you feel like you're playing the best soccer, the best football of your young career right now during the stretch? It's not like you're making saves. It's not like you're just playing in front of a defense that's not calling on you to make saves. You're coming up with big plays. Do you feel like you're playing the best soccer of your young career right now?
I feel like I'm in good form. I know that I have the capability to play at a much higher level. And now that I've gone to small run games, I'm able to show what I'm capable of. But I'm not going to settle just for a few good performances. It's a long season. There's other competitions that our team is trying to get into, and I think, I'm playing well, but I don't think I'm not settling with how well I'm doing. I'm always, after this game, I'll go back and look at film and figure out what I can do to get better and to improve. Just kind of, enjoying the good moments, but also like recognizing, like, hey, like, we have another game on the weekend, so we need to, recover and get back to work.
Thank you, Drake. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you, guys.